Sorry about that. Welcome to another episode of Everyday UPLAND. I'm here to talk about this article that has been floating around about being lonely in the metaverse and how Sandbox and Decentraland is not really doing so well when it comes to user base. But before I get to that, I want to say thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for believing me and subscribing to my content. I also have one of my new subscribers who left quite a lengthy message about how to grow their monthly earnings. Um, and they want to get in between that 25 to 50,000 Ks per month, and how they should kind of go about it. And it's they want to get their yield up, and so they can have some purchase power and be able to generate enough monthly income or monthly UPX from their purchase. But what I would say is, since you've just started, you're still able to mint FSAs. Really continue to do that. Um, you know, what I would suggest when it comes to the FSAs is try to mint as many as possible and accumulate a certain amount of them, or you can mint and sell them right away. You've been in the game of like a short time. You said you've been in the game approximately about 2 weeks. So you're very early. Have some time to go. If you want to generate that type of income, you have to really you got to put into the game. You gotta, like you did say, you found properties that were 50% under mint, and you were buying some of those. So you're doing what I believe is right now. You're doing a good thing. I don't think you should really change any strategy. It will take you time to get between that 25,000 to 50,000 UPX per month. There's not an actual set amount of properties that you need to accumulate. Your best bet is, you're ahead. I can say this much. You're ahead of majority of the people. You're even ahead of me when starting, because if you have started the game and learned this much and understand this much, you've done very well already. Just the fact that you've learned a lot and you've gathered a lot of information. You're already using UPXLand as a resource. It's a great resource. As I'm talking, I'm kind of going through your message and looking at your comment here. So you're doing very well. So Chris, don't worry about what you're doing right now and get into that 25 to 50,000 UPX. All the things that are based on your comment will get you there. You're very early in the game. You still can buy FSAs. You can either continue to buy FSAs and hold in FSAs, or you can buy and sell. But I believe Spark Week should be coming up very soon. So, before you upgrade, what I would suggest, if you're going from, say, a visitor to a uplander, yes, go ahead, do it. You have up to 100,000 net worth that you're able to accumulate before you won't be able to buy any FSAs right now. FSAs are the sweet spot in the game. You can accumulate as many as those as you can, as long as you stay under that 100,000 and possibly sell them. Or you can, because when you buy FSAs, you're not really going to make a lot of net, a lot of monthly UPX in the game. It is going to take some time going off of FSAs. So what I would suggest, this is not a financial advice or anything, but buy as many FSAs as you can. Get to that 100,000, or while you're buying FSAs, sell them for like more like a small profit because you don't want to get to that 100,000 too quickly and won't be able to buy some FSAs. Because the reason why I say you could do that is go with a small profit is that sometimes when you hold FSAs, let me see right here. Let me show you. Actually, all right. Let me just show you a property that I was quite interested in Dallas, but I wasn't able to get it. Right, this property here. So this is an FSA. So this person was able to buy this as an FSA property, right? And look at the street view. Let's do this first. So you see the monthly earning is not the greatest, right? But if this person is going to put this property up, they could put it up for probably this amount. Just because, let me show you the reason why this person put this one up. All right, let me zoom in. This is a great property, okay? Look at the view, and then when you turn around, one of the I would say a landmark in Dallas is this eyeball, right? There's a long story behind it, the artist and everything. This is an amazing property. So the person can easily sell that for what it is. Like I don't see anything wrong with the price that this person is offering, but they're not making a lot of yield. But look, they probably paid let's say 15,000 for this property here, right? Based on the earn, it could even be less, and they're able to sell it for almost 250,000, right? So here's another FSA that's within the same area. This property is actually these four squares right here makes up this one property. And let's go to the street view. This person doesn't have like the greatest view, but they still do. Look at that, the side shot. So that's another property that's an FSA that may not sell for 250,000, but you could easily sell that for 100,000, maybe even 200,000, because you're right there as well. So this is why I would say you're already ahead of the game. You can get in now in this game and accumulate as many FSAs in some great locations. And I think maybe that's the angle you should play with the FSA is collect some great properties. Just go around because Dallas, certain just go around on UPX land. Take your time, do the research, look up where a lot of the higher value properties are, see if there's any FSAs available. And how you do that is when you go in the search on UPXland. Give me 1 second. Let me go on the website. I'm going to show you. Oops, I just did something wrong. Cancel. Go back. Refresh. UPXland. Okay, let me quickly switch to UPXland. Just give me 1 second there. I'm going to switch to UPXland to show you that what you're doing is already really good. You don't really have to change your strategy. You're doing very well already just based on that. So you can go property search, right? You go say let's go to Arlington because that's where I'm in Arlington, right? So you don't need to pick a neighborhood. There's only one neighborhood, but don't pick any neighborhoods, or you can if you want to get more of the collection. So you can click here, right? So you click any one of these here if you want to get in more of the higher value, either streets or neighborhoods that are a part of the collection. And then you underneath FSA option, you go only FSAs. So when you do that, right? Let's select all. Let's select all of them, right? So this is in Arlington in the neighborhood of East, right? So I'm going to search FSA only. And you can get in there and see, look how cheap these are all, let's see, sorry. Let's go unlocked. I forgot to put that one in. Unlocked. So unlocked will show you all the FSA properties that haven't been minted yet. So all of these haven't been minted yet. So just take your time. Oh, and also, I keep forgetting, you got to expand it to say 200, right? Approximately 200 and then you can scroll down. So there's still a lot there, and then you just keep hitting load more, and this number here will increase, and you can go through. You don't have to go through all 200, but just randomly pick some that are higher in the collections. So in East, all of them are just I think these are limited collections. I think these are the lower level collections. But if any of them were more of the rare and stuff like that, you know what? Let me start over. Let me do it in Dallas because Dallas has some rare properties. Let's go there. Okay. So collections, we're going to select all, right? So you go Dallas, collections, you select all, status unlocked, FSA option, you choose FSAs only, and sort by mint price. So, all right, and ascendant or descendant, whichever one you're comfortable with, and you hit search, right? So these are all collections, right? And all of these properties here are unminted. So what you can do is go in there if you're already from upgraded from, and always do your upgrades during Spark Week. Upgrade from a visitor to an uplander, and then once you get to 100,000 net worth, you can now upgrade during Spark Week from a uplander to a pro. But if you want to really maximize your FSA status, just do what I just did in the search. You're going to try and find all the highest types of collections than you can. And the highest ones are the ultra rares. I think those are like the yellow. And I think the rares are either red or orange or something like that. But just look in your collections. I'll show you that to where to locate that in a second. So you just go in there and you see that, okay, the cheapest you'll be able to get a collection property for is 14,000, 400, and you can just buy three. You at least fill a collection there. And you keep doing that until you're close to the 100,000. Once you reach there, the fact that you have collection properties, you can almost triple, quadruple the value, but you got to check to see what the neighborhood or the people around you are selling those properties for to give you a guide on how much you should mark up your property. Okay, so with that, you'll be able to do that, and you'll be able to get a lot of UPX from those sales. That will put you on a level where you would be able to now have some purchase power because you have a lot of collections and you can sell your collections at a lower price than what everybody else is, and people will buy them because they're collections, right? And once they go on UPXLand and see that, oh, there's a collection that its markup, let me go back on UPXLand, that its markup is the lowest. Some people search by the markup. I'm the type of person to do that and see that the markup is one of the lowest type of markups. A lot of times, even though you have the lowest price, sometimes your markup could be high, even though you have the lowest price. But if you manage to be able to have a low sales price, and a low markup, and it's within, you're still able to make a good profit off of it, your property will go pretty fast because it will pretty much be at the top of the search. Okay, so it will be great to accumulate as many collection properties as you can and sell them off, and that will give you possibly, I would say, 100,000 UPX or more, depending on how many collection properties you are able to buy, right? And maintain. So you're already ahead of the game. You're already doing pretty well. You already have UPXLand as a great resource that you can use to maximize your potential in this game. So you're already doing well. You don't need to worry about the 25 to 50,000. Just continue doing what you're doing. Doing the collections, buying those up FSA collections, you will be ahead of the game if you have a lot of FSA collections that once you pass the 100,000 and you upgrade yourself during Spark Week, you can sell them off before you upgrade, or you can sell them off after you upgrade, whatever is comfortable for you. And once again, this is not any financial advice, but it's just a way or a strategy that you could use to earn you some UPX. So then after you're able to earn the UPX, then you can now go out and purchase those properties using UPX land again to see if you can find high um, monthly earning properties that people are letting go for at a discounted price. It could be under min price or close to min price, or if not at min price, and you're able to get those based on the the amount of monthly income they generate. So if you want to check how much, this I right here with a circle around it is where you'll get the information, and it'll give you an idea. This is not usually correct, but it'll give you an idea of how much these properties here will give you to be able to get to that 25,000. So you can buy and spending 14,000 UPX and getting 300 boost, and that's if you put them in the collections. That's what will give you this boost. But this is what you'll get on every other property that's not a part of a collection, or cannot fit into the collections. Once you fill out the collections, you'll get 174, and then you just buy properties slowly and accumulate properties slowly, and doing your research and getting them at good deals and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling, and you'll get there. It takes time. Like I did a lot. Like I've been in the game for just over literally just over a year, and I'm at like 80,000 UPX per month. So it's something that you can do, and get to the 25 to 30,000 UPX per month. So that's what I would suggest. You can try that, but I don't believe you should change anything you're doing. All you have to do is continue doing what you're doing. Maybe just go on UPXLand, search for some collections that are FSAs that you can purchase, buy those, hold them for however long you feel to hold them for, and then selling them off, and then upgrading from whether you're, like I said, a visitor to Uplander to Pro. You do all of that during Spark Week. You already have the full understanding of the game. There's nothing that I could really teach you that will make you go beyond that, because you already know, you already have the answers, you're already doing it already, and that's pretty cool that you're that much ahead of the game. So that's my explanation based on your comment here. Don't really worry about the 0.12%. Once you put a lot of these properties in the collections, it will boost it even higher. So yeah, like that's the thing with FSAs. They are low earning properties, but it's just to get you into the game, get you started. But you already know what to do. So don't really don't really worry about it. You're good. So yeah, so that's all I really have to say on that. And I'm probably gonna cut the video here. I wasn't planning on staying on this long. I didn't really see the comment until I came on tonight, but this was a good, it was a long comment that needed really a video on its own. So yeah, so that was to you, Chris. Thank you for the comment. And thank you for subscribing as well. I'm really excited that you subscribe to the UPLAND channel, and I hope this video was enough to answer your question and to help you get to where you want to go, which you really don't need the help. You already doing what you're supposed to be doing in the game. You're ahead of me, because if I was 2 weeks in and knew what you knew, then I probably would have had double the amount of monthly earnings that I do now, which is possible for you because you already have the resources that you need to do so. And I hope you continue to watch Everyday Upland, and hopefully I can answer any other questions that you may have or any doubts you have in the game. And once again, I want to thank you for watching. Um, Thank you for liking and also subscribing. All right, guys, that was the today's episode. It wasn't going to be about that, but you know what? Maybe I'll come back on in another little bit and redo this one that I was going to do about the metaverse. But I've done something similar already, so I may not even bother with it. I will just change the title of this one. And yeah. All right, guys, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. See you next time. Good night.